Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. So in today's video we'll be discussing about something which is different. We have not done this in the past few videos. So let's discuss about some interview questions, that is some of the coding questions that were asked by various companies. And let's move on to today's video without any delay. I would love to tell you that in today's video we'll be discussing about all those beginner related questions, so this won't be in detail. It will be for the beginners and it will not be that means a complex one. So we'll go step by step. We'll go with the beginner first, some of the questions. So in today's video we'll be covering 5 questions. In part 2 we'll be covering another 5 questions, and if there are more questions that were asked or that is to be suggested, I will let you know. So let me tell you that these questions, please make a note of it, because these would come as a part of the complex questions, so this needs to be handy always. So let's move on to today's video without any delay. And before getting into today's video, please, I request you to please subscribe to my channel and also click on the like button as well as the bell icon, and do share this with your friends too. Do comment in the comment section how useful this was, how useful you felt this was, and also if you want me to make a video on any particular question, please do ping that in the comment section. So let's move on to today's video. So I have made a list of questions here, out of which we'll be taking the first 5 in the first video and then remaining in the next video. So the first question is that calculate the multiplication and sum of two numbers. Very easy, very simple one. It's very simple for all those who have started with Python. So this is all about Python, okay, not going into any other language as of now. So here I have taken Spider. So we'll be going with Python 3.8, and let's start with the first question, which is calculate the multiplication and sum of two numbers. So what will we do first? I would love to do one thing, that please take some time. You can pause this video in between and also do, take some time to understand what the question might be. For every question that I post, pause for some time and then try to solve it. I'll be solving it now, then you can cross check your answers. That would be a better way. So all the answers I'm giving will be optimized, that is optimized in the sense like space complexity, everything would be covered in it. So calculate the multiplication and sum of two numbers. So first is we need to get two variables, that is num1 equals to input of. If we give input of, by default it takes only string values. It will also take integer values, but it will consider it as a string. So we need integer values for multiplication and sum, so we have to give int of input of. Similar is with number 2 is equal to int of input of. Okay, so we have got two numbers, right? We have got two numbers here. Now the first thing we need to do is multiplication and sum. So multi will create a variable where we'll be storing the value of num1 star num2. That is the multiplication value, and that will be stored in multi variable. And now we need the sum equals to num1 plus num2. Simply what we need to do now is to print, that is print of multi comma sum. You can see here that if you let me run it line by line. So you have an option in this Spider to run line by line. So let me run it line by line. The first one, we need to enter the input. Let me give it as 10. Next is this one, input 2, which I'll give as some random number 9. Now we need to print the multiplication. This will do just the multiplication. See here in this section it will show the variables that I am using. If you do not want it, you can close it, but I use it often. That is very helpful at times. So multi has 90 value. It did not print anything because we didn't give print. And the sum too, this will give the sum of both the numbers, which is 19. Now we are going to print the value, that is multi comma sum. Both the values with a space is being printed, multiplication value as well as the sum value. Both the values are printed, and that is the output. this is the most simplified way. I don't think there is a much better way than this. So coming to the next question, this is all done, right? This question is clear, I guess. Just have to get two inputs and then you have to print the multiplication value and the sum value. You might be wondering why this input is colored and these are not colored. Those keywords will be colored. You might know. If you don't have any idea, let me tell you. Print is also colored. Sum is also colored because sum is also a function, like built-in function that is mostly used with, we use it mostly with this thing, what do you call that, list. So coming to the next question, which is write a program to iterate the first 10 numbers in each iteration, then also print the sum of the current number and the previous number. We'll copy the question here first, okay? So for our better understanding, we'll just copy and paste it here, and it's a double line, so we'll give it an enter. And this is one way of giving the comments, and the other way is to, hope you know the multi-line comments, how we do it. That's how it works. Okay, so coming to that, write a program to iterate the first 10 numbers. So we'll give the previous number, we'll give some previous number equals to 0. Let us start with 0, right? We need to do from 0 to 10. So we are doing this, and now for I in range. Hope you know the for loops. If you haven't, or if you don't know it, do watch the previous videos in which I have explained the Python concepts in detail. So let's give 1 comma 11 because already 0 has been taken, and this is an exclamation mark, and the current sum is equal to what we need to do, the previous number, whatever it is, plus I. That is the first thing which we need to do. That is, each value would be added to the previous number. Now we need to change, after one iteration, we need to change the previous number to equal to I. Okay, so let's execute this. Okay, so let's print the previous number and see what it is, what it has got. Okay, so each time it needs to be printed, right? So let's see. So this is the number. You can just use this for debugging. So now for our purpose, we need to print the current sum, right? So let's print this and see what we get. Got it? This is the output. So what we are printing here is, let me show you the previous number. That would be a better way, I guess. Previous number. Let's try printing this so that I can show you what it is all about. So till here, so till where does it end? Uh-oh, that came as a mixture of the, so I'll just show you. Our output needs to be this. Okay, I'll show you. It should be 1, then it's in this order, right? 1 2 3 4 5. So let's check till 5. So the first one is 0. 0 plus 1, it has printed 1. Then the current number is 2. We are in 2 now. 2 plus the previous number is 3, which is 3, it is printing. Now the current number is 3 and the previous number is 2 and it is printing 5. So that is how we need the values. Hope you got this sum too. So coming to the next question, which is print characters from a string that are present at an even index number. So we are going to take the question and paste it in this one. So we have given it as a comment, and now we are going to give the string, which is ANJALI. Okay, that is my name, and we need to get the length of it. Okay, length equal to len of string, which is this. Okay, we need to get the length. Now for I in range 0 comma length minus 1, because we don't need the length, indexes are different, right? So comma 2, that is the step value. Hope you know the for loop, that syntax. If you don't know, please do check out the previous video. I'll post all the links in the description box, and in the description box you can find all the links to all the videos which are key to this, which you need to watch prior to this if you want to learn. If you already know, just practice it, okay? Just brush up the concepts if needed. And now we are gonna print the, what is the thing, string of I. Let's see if this works. Okay, A, J and I has been printed, and that is the output which I need, and it has been printed. So whatever values are there in the positive index, that is the even index, all those numbers have been printed. Now let's move on to the next question, which is remove first n characters from a string. We have copied the question, we need to paste it here, and yeah, so we are gonna give the string which is again the same. Let's not give the same, right, because we already have it stored here. Not gonna remove the console as of now. S equals to, let's give some let's give Sassy Romanoff. Okay, I print out it wrong. Okay, so remove the first n characters from a string in the sense that n would be given by you user or anything. Okay, so let's assume that it's all about slicing now, so we need to remove the first n characters. So let's get the n int of input of. Okay, we have got the n. Now we need to print it. Print s of is to n. This is the is to, you know, the slicing format, you know, right? The first index and the second index and the step index, and this the first index, the second index and the step value, not the index. Okay, so these three we need to give, and let's see if this works or not. Okay, so we need to give the n value. I need to remove the first two values. It prints SA. That first values need to be removed and printed. That has been printed, right? SA has been printed. Now let's run it again. Oopsie. What value you want me to give? I don't know the length of it, so let's give 6 till Sassy Iterate printed, right? So this is how we remove it. Now I'll show you one more thing. This is just I removed it, right? Removed and printed what was removed. Now I don't need, so if there is a condition that I don't need the removed ones, just remove it and print the remaining. So what will you do? The same line of code. Okay, I'm not gonna paste it because that will confuse you. Okay, S of n is 2. That is enough. That's more than enough. And let's see what does it print. Okay, prints Romanoff. I mean the Romanoffs, the remaining letters which were taken out. So if I give n as something else, let's see, let's print both, right? Let's see both how it works. I'm giving 8. So if these were removed, right, that's what we printed in the first line. Whatever which needs to be removed, that would be removed, and the remaining is this. So now let's move on to the next question, which is check if the first and last number of the list is same. So let's copy this and paste it here, and yeah, obviously we need to give the comment symbol, right, the hash symbol. So let's move on. Now let's move to the question. We are giving the list here. You can take from the user too. So what to give in the list? We'll give 0, not string, we'll give some values. No need of 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this is the list. For I in list, we are getting the list. In list, each index needs to be traversed. So for I in list, what we need to check if the first and last number of the list is the same, right? If we are giving an if condition, you know, there's a better way. I'll show you. Wait, we can even do this without a for loop. Okay, we are just trying to optimize it, right? We'll just go with this. if, because slicing is better, if list of 1, okay, obviously you need the list of 1, the first index, list of 0, which is in the first index, is equal to list of len of list minus 1. Okay, if the values in this both list is same, then print it's the same. No, that is what we need to print. Why do I always type the as this? When I type it quick, it happens. Okay, so let's see this. Let's see if this works. Okay, does it print? It does not print because no, there is no value. For a better way, we'll use the else condition. Print, it's not the same. So if it's like, why I typed in the beginning, when I thought I can go with the for loop at first, and then I thought no, without for loop we can even go with this thing, this slicing in of index, right? So it's not the same, that printed the right output. So you can even go with the, what do you call that, optimized way. So while thinking, if you get a new idea, just quickly jump into it, only if you are sure that you can clear it, because in exams, in the coding competitions, you won't get enough time to think. Except for the logic, you won't get time to think which code should I use. Should I be optimizing it, or should I be using the long code, or something like that? Okay, it's not the same, it's telling. So what if we try with the list 1? We'll give a different list with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Okay, the first and last index is the same. So now we are checking the list 1 of length, and okay, I think I've given it right. So let's try checking this. It's the same. Okay, that is what everything we need to understand. So I think we have covered 5 questions, right? Isn't it true? Yeah, we have covered 5 questions here. Hope all these questions were clear. You know what I wanted to mean is that, what I wanted to mention is that every time you work on something like this, something which is new, do make sure that you understand the concepts. Okay, you understand the concepts, you understand what is being written in the code and all. So please make sure you know this, you understand it, and only then you proceed with the next one. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video, hope it was useful to some extent. So please do check it out, and please try this out. If there are any like you are feeling any difficulty, if there are any challenges, please do let me know in the comment section. If you want a detailed video, I've already put a detailed video on Python. If you need some more tips and tricks, please do mention in the comment section. I'll be happy to make a new video on that. And thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and also do click on the bell icon for future updates. Let's see in the next video with the next 5 sets of questions.